money to you. I mean,
you didn't pay me back the money that you owed me, number one. Plus, you spread false stories. You spread false stories.
Whatever. No, I didn't. You know that was true. I didn't.
You never. Okay, a person gets. You were never beaten up. You were never beaten up. That was a lie.
That was. You know there's no lie, Andy. You know that.
It was clearly a lie. Okay, wait a second. You said that you were brutally. You said you were.
No, I'll let you beat me up again.
You were never beaten up. You were never beaten up in the first place. There was no beating. It's fictional. There was nothing wrong with you. You never produced a record of an injury. There was no report from a doctor, no report from police. The people who saw you, there were people who saw you on the petition drive in San Jacinto the next day, and they said there was nothing wrong with you. You were never beaten up. That's a total fabrication.
And it was not.
Well, okay, what injuries did you suffer?
I didn't say that there was injuries.
Then, okay, if you were, whoa. You said, that's like saying I was in a bad car accident, and then somebody said, well, what happened to your car? Oh, nothing. Well, what damage happened to your car? Oh, there's nothing. Well, then if there's no damage to the car, then maybe you weren't in a bad car accident. So you were not beaten up. Also, you shoved me. You attacked me. You shoved me 3 times before I did anything to you. You were trying to get paid on a petition that was over. The petition was not even circulating anymore. I told you it was over, and you had 2 signatures. Even if you basically threw everything away for $4. That's what you did, for $4 on a petition that wasn't even circulating, and you shoved me 3 times, and you threw a punch at me. You did not connect with the punch, but you pushed me 3 times, and then I pushed you back on the mattress, and there was nothing wrong with you. You were not hurt. There was no beating. It's a total fabrication.
Now what happened? But can we...
That is what... Okay, then what injury? Okay, no. I'm not getting past this. Okay, I want you to name the injuries that happened, because you said you were brutally beaten, so tell me what the injuries were.
I didn't have any visible injuries. It was painful.
Oh, you didn't have any... Okay, so did you have any internal injuries?
Call me a worse, whatever you want to call me. I didn't want that happening.
Well, then, why did you shove me then? Why did you yell at me?
Yell at you?
You yelled at me and you shoved me 3 times.
No, I didn't. I was... what are you talking about?
You shoved me 3 times. I told you that petition was over, and you were shouting at me, and I actually had 1 signature on that petition that I didn't turn in myself, and I said, look, it's over. Why are you carrying on about this? And then I ripped my own signature in half, and then I took yours, and I said, just why don't you go out and work on the stuff that's still going, and I ripped the 2 pages in half. And then, and I did tape them back together after that. But guess what? I talked to the petition. No, I'm not getting past that, because you've been fabricating this story for the last over 4 years. This was the whole basis of your not paying me my money back.
Yeah, I have not been doing that.
You did do it. It's still, the poster's still up online. You posted all kinds of stuff online. I mean, you were going on an online posting frenzy, and you were trying to turn people against me, and it didn't work because I think people realized you were full of it.
That's not what I was trying to do. I didn't say anything that was untrue.
You said you were brutally beaten, and that was false. That was a false statement.
No, it was not.
So you were brutally beaten. So then, if you're that's like saying I was in a brutal car accident. Okay, well, what damages happened in the car accident? Oh, well, there really weren't any. Okay, well then, if there were no damages in the car accident, it means you weren't in a brutal car accident. So you either were or you weren't. So what injuries did you? How come you were walking around like there was nothing wrong with you right after that?
Andy, can we talk calmly?
Well, no, because you're still passing on this fabricated story that you were beaten up, which was false.
It's been 4 years. If you want other people to think that, fine, I'll tell them that.
The story was false.
I was there, Andy.
Well, what injuries? There were other people that were there too. And guess what? The eyewitnesses who saw you on the San Jacinto petition drive said there was nothing wrong with you. I talked to them after that. They said, yeah, I saw him. There was nothing wrong with him.
No one else was there in that room. You were there.
You said that you were brutally beaten. A brutal beating would include injuries. That would be the evidence that a brutal beating took place. There were no injuries. There was nothing wrong with you. You were walking around just fine.
I don't know what
If you're walking, okay, that's like saying I was in a brutal car accident. Oh, yeah, well, what injuries did you have? There were none. Well, what happened to your car? Were there any damages? Did you have a dent in your car? Nah. Did you have to get, the windows replaced? Nah. Did you have to get the tires replaced? Nah. Was there any damage to the engine?